Good afternoon, students. In the last class, we discussed the collection, the classification, allocation, and the apportionment of overheads. And also, what is an overhead and what are the indirect overheads, like what other than the direct part, that is the direct material, the labor, the overheads, the expenses where it is, that constitute the prime cost and the balance all the things that constitute the overheads. Maybe function-wise classification is there, element-wise classification is there, behavioral-wise classification is there, contractual-wise classification is there, then what is that? Not contractual, convertibility based on that classification is there, then the abnormalcy as well as the normalcy-wise classification is there, and also the financial-wise classification that we see in the previous class. Then in the last class, we see with the problem with regard to how a thing is to be allocated to the different departments as well as apportionment to the different departments. Allocation in the sense means what? Allocating fully to one department. Like in the yesterday, we see the indirect wages, indirect material, whatever be there, excuse me, that is to be allocated to service department, while the expenses based on the thing attached to the question, like rent, for example, floor area, then lighting points based on the lighting switch like that, and supervision or supervisor's salary based on the number of workers like that, apportionment to different departments. That is the apportionment as well as the allocation of the overhead. So today we are going to discuss with you people regarding what is after that the reallocation or reapportionment of the expenses. So we will see what is that. So reapportionment of overheads means after the first apportionment is done, if there is anything left, that is to be again apportioned. That is the reapportionment of overheads or secondary distribution of overheads. In primary distribution, factory overheads are spread over production as well as the service department in some equitable basis. But some service departments do not produce any products, but they render services to various other departments. Since actual production takes place only in the production department, actual production takes place only in the production department, the cost of the service department have to be finally charged to the production department for costing purpose. അപ്പോൾ ആദ്യം നമ്മൾ ഈ ചെയ്ത അപ്പോർഷൻ ചെയ്തതിന് ശേഷം ഫുള്ളായിട്ട് അത് അപ്പോർഷൻ നടക്കുന്നില്ല. അതുകൊണ്ടാണ് ആക്ച്വൽ പ്രൊഡക്ഷൻ ടേക്സ് പ്ലേസ് ഇൻ ദ പ്രൊഡക്ഷൻ ഡിപ്പാർട്ട്മെന്റ്. ശരിയല്ലേ? സർവീസ് എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ സർവീസ് ചെയ്യുന്നതേ ഉള്ളൂ. While the cost of such a service department have to be again in the apportioned to the production department. That is the process of reapportionment of overheads. So process of redistribution of cost of service department to the production departments is termed as reapportionment. Again apportioning, reapportionment of overheads. So that is the case. Apportioning what service department cost again to the production department. That is the reapportionment or secondary distribution of overheads. The total of overheads obtained in the service department through such allocation and apportionment are reapportioned to the production department for making the production department to bear the entire expense on the production. അതായത് സർവീസ് ഡിപ്പാർട്ട്മെന്റിന്റെ വീണ്ടും വരുന്ന എക്സ്പെൻസസ് എത്രയാണോ ബാലൻസ് വരുന്നത്, that is to be again reapportioned to production department so that the cost with regard to a service department will become nullified, zero ആക്കാൻ വേണ്ടിയിട്ട്. അതിനാണ് ഈ ഒരു പ്രൊസീജിയർ ചെയ്യുന്നത്. that is the reapportionment of the overheads. ക്ലിയർ? അതായത് ആദ്യം നമ്മൾ ചെയ്യുന്ന അപ്പോർഷൻ ചെയ്യുന്ന ആ ഒരു ഇതിന്റെ അത് അപ്പോർഷൻ ചെയ്തതിന് ശേഷം what is the next step? Again the balances coming in the second service department, that is to be again apportioned to the production department so that the value with regard to the service department will become zero, and also the entire expenses with regard to the production that is to be bared by the production department only, not the service department. അതിനു വേണ്ടിയിട്ടാണ് ഈ reapportioning നടക്കുന്നത്. So we will check it on what basis this is to be apportioned. Service department, under that stores department, the value or quantity of the stores issue that is to be apportioned. Purchase department, number of purchases or value of the materials purchased. Personnel department and labor welfare expenses, number of employees. Repair and maintenance, hours worked. Tool room, direct labor. Employers' contribution to insurance, number of workers or direct wages. Inspection hours or value of items inspected. Accounts department, number of workers. Internal transport, the weight or value of the materials handled there. External transport, the kilometer, the truck hours or the weight of the materials transported. So in this way, this is to be secondarily reapportioning. Then the following are the important methods of reapportionment of overheads: direct distribution method, repeated distribution method, simultaneous equation method, step method, and trial and error method. ഇതാണ് ഇനി നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ഇതിനകത്ത് പഠിക്കാനുള്ളത് reapportionment of overhead. How this is to be apportioned. So firstly, direct distribution method. Under the direct distribution method, the cost of service departments are shared directly among production department in some equitable basis. The cost of service department are shared directly. That is to be given in the production department on some equitable basis. Rather, equal basis. So, under the direct distribution method, the cost of the service departments are shared directly among the production department on some equitable basis. This method ignores the services rendered by one service department to another service department. So, one service department, another service department, the services rendered consider that is to be given to the production department. So, overhead expenses of service department are directly allocated or apportioned to production department only. This method is simple but unscientific. That is how we are going to do this one. Skywing Industries Limited has 3 production departments, X, Y, and Z, and 5 service departments. The following are the details of primary distribution summary for the month of January 2014. Production department X, Y, and Z. Service department, there is canteen, timekeeping, accounts, stores, power. So we need to apportion basis on the basis of the below set details to the production department X, Y, and Z. Following details are available in respect of the production department, that is department X, Y, and Z. Number of workers, HP of the machine, number of stores requisition, like that. Apportion the cost of service department to the production department. So here, the canteen, the timekeeping, the accounts, the stores, the power, these to be apportioned to these production department. That is the only thing we need to do. So we will look into that, how it is to be done. See, statement of apportioning. Okay, how it is to be, we will check it. So, production department 3 is there, X, Y, and Z. Okay, as per the primary distribution summary, what is that? Here one total column also, and on the basis, on what basis we need to take it, isn't it? So, here, as per the primary distribution summary, that is as given in the question. Look here, what is that? X is production, how much it is? 50,000, then 35,000, then it is 15,000. So 50 plus 35, 85 plus, so 1 lakh is the total production as given in the question. Okay, we need to apportion what? These expenses like canteen, timekeeping, accounts, stores, and power. We need to What is that? On the basis of this number of workers, HP of machine, and number of stores. So canteen, number of workers. Timekeeping, what is that? Number of stores requisition, like that. So we need to apportion it. So here, see, canteen, timekeeping, and accounts, that is where based on the number of workers, stores, number of stores requisition, and power, horsepower of machine. So we will start with the canteen, distributing the, or what is that? Allocating or apportioning. Allocating പറയാൻ പറ്റില്ല. Allocating എന്നാൽ ഒരു amount തന്നെ. ഇപ്പം 1 lakhനെ 50,000 X-നും 35,000 Y-ക്കും Z-ന് 15,000-ഉമായിട്ട് വീതിച്ചു കൊടുക്കുന്നതിന് ഒരേപോലെ ഇതിനാണ് എന്ത് പറയുന്നത്? അലോക്കേഷൻ എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്. അപ്പോർഷനിങ് എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ പ്രൊപ്പോർഷനേറ്റ് റേറ്റ്. ഇപ്പൊ ക്യാൻറ്റീൻ എക്സ്പെൻസിനെ എന്തിന്റെ ബേസിൽ? നമ്പർ ഓഫ് വർക്കേഴ്സിന്റെ ബേസിൽ എന്ത് ചെയ്യണം? We need to apportion it. So canteen number of workers, that is how much it is? 8:4:3. So 8 plus 4, 12 plus 3, 15. 8 by 15, 4 by 15, 3 by 15. Canteen expenses total is 6,000. That is to be apportioned. So 6,000 into 8 by 15, 6,000 into 4 by 15, and 6,000 into 3 by 15. How much it is? 3,200, 1,600, and 1,200. Right. After the canteen, what is that? Timekeeping. Same as number of workers. How much it is? 4,500 is to be apportioned among 8:4:3. That is 8 by 15, 4 by 15, and 3 by 15 out of the 4,500. So it is 2,400, 1,200, and 900. Then accounts. Accounts also based on the number of workers. 8 by 15, 4 by 15, and 3 by 15. Accounts, how much? 7,500 need to be apportioned. So that 7,500, it is 4,000, 2,000, and 1,000. 1,500. Okay. Then accounts. Then stores, based on the number of store requisition. So that is 5:2:1. So how much is the total for that? It is 2,000. So 1250 for the first case, first department, 500 and 200 for the 250 for the second department. Okay. Then power. Under the power, how it is to be? HP of machines. അതായത് മെഷീന്റെ കുതിരശക്തി. അതായത് എത്രയാ തന്നിരിക്കുന്നത്? 12:8:5. ഈ 12:8:5നെ ഈ ഇതില് അതായത് 20, 25, 12 by 25, 8 by 25, 5 by 25, out of the 5,000 we need to apportion. So that 5,000 to be apportioned among this, that is 2,400, 1,600, and 1,000. Take the total of all. So it is how much? The X production X 63,250. For Y, it is 41,900, and Z, it is 19,850. See, now there is no more expenses pending. All the things, canteen, timekeeping, accounts, stores, and power, distributed among these things given in the question as apportioning it to production department X, Y, and Z, and taking the total as total is 1,25,000. So this is the way we are again apportioning the overhead from the service department to the which one? Production department. അതായത് ഇതെല്ലാം സർവീസ് ഡിപ്പാർട്ട്മെന്റ് ഫംഗ്ഷൻ ആണ്. ക്യാൻറ്റീൻ ഒരു സർവീസ് ഡിപ്പാർട്ട്മെന്റ് ആണ്. ടൈം കീപ്പിംഗ് ഒരു സർവീസ് ഡിപ്പാർട്ട്മെന്റ് ആണ്. അക്കൗണ്ട് സെഷൻ സർവീസ് ഉണ്ട്. സ്റ്റോർ സെഷൻ, പവർ, ഇതൊക്കെ സർവീസ് ചെയ്യുന്നതാണ്. അപ്പം സർവീസ് ഡിപ്പാർട്ട്മെന്റിന്റെ ഫംഗ്ഷൻസ് അല്ലെങ്കിൽ സർവീസ് ഡിപ്പാർട്ട്മെന്റിന്റെ എമൗണ്ട്സ് that is to be reapportioned, that is secondary apportion distribution to the production department. ഇതാണ് ഓർക്കേണ്ടത്. That is the case with the direct distribution. Direct distribution. So this is the case. We will do the one more problem with that. So following details are extracted from the books of Jane Castings Limited for the month of January. You are required to apportion the overheads to a production department. See, the production department thing, service department thing is there. Direct wages, direct material. This is to be as it is. Then, number of workers for service department and production department. Motive power, there is. Light point, there is. Value of assets, there is. Floor area occupied, there is. So, what we need to do is, we need to apportion the expenses for the month. Stores overhead to be apportioned on that basis. Motive power to be apportioned on that basis. Then lighting to be apportioned. Labor welfare, depreciation, repairs, general overheads, rent and taxes, all these to be apportioned. Apportion the expenses of department X in the ratio 4:3:3 and that of Y in the ratio of direct wages to production department. So how this is to be prepared, we will check it. So statement of allocation and apportionment. ഇതിൽ പറയുന്ന പേര് അതാണ്, statement of allocation and apportionment. So രണ്ട് കോളം വേണം, രണ്ട് സർവീസ് ഡിപ്പാർട്ട്മെന്റും 3 പ്രൊഡക്ഷൻ ഡിപ്പാർട്ട്മെന്റുമാണ് ഉള്ളത്. പിന്നെ ഒരു ടോട്ടൽ കോളം വേണം അല്ലേ, അത് ഇവിടെ കൊടുക്കാം. സോ ടോട്ടൽ, then basis, then particulars. Total, this is the production, this is the service. So production 3 columns are there and service 2 columns are there. So firstly, A, B, C, that is the production, and X and Y, that is the service department. So how it is to be? Firstly, direct material. How much it is? Allotted to service department. അവരുടെ മാത്രമേ എടുക്കുള്ളൂ, ഇതിനില്ല. എക്സിനും വൈക്കും 15 and 10. Because direct material എവിടെയാണ്? പ്രൊഡക്ഷനിലല്ല. Okay, that 25,000 total. Then like the same direct wages, same. How much it is? It is 10,000 and 10,000. So it is 20,000. Here 3 nothing. Then next, these items we need to apportion. Stores overhead, motive power, lighting, labor welfare, depreciation, repairs, general overheads, rent and taxes. So we need to, first of all, stores overhead. Stores, where on what basis? Direct material. Store ലുള്ള സാധനം എന്താ? മെറ്റീരിയൽ അല്ലേ? അപ്പോൾ അതാണ്. So direct material, how it is to be? Direct material proportion question തന്നിട്ടുണ്ട്. So 6:5:3:4:2, isn't it? So 11 plus 3 14, 14 plus 4 18 plus 2 20. So 6/20, 5/20, 3/20, 4/20 and 2/20 for 4,000 we need to apportion. ഈ 4000നെയാണ് ഈ റേഷ്യോയിൽ അപ്പോർഷൻ ചെയ്യുന്നത്. Clear? 4,000 need to apportion. 6/20 for A, 5/20 for B, 3/20 for C, 4/20 for X and 2/20 for Y. So that 4,000, how it is to be? 1,200, 1,800, then 600 and 400. See the apportionment. Total is 4,000. Then 6/20 of 4,000 is 1,200. 5/20 of 4,000 is 1,000. 3/20 of 4,000 it is 800. Then 4/20 of 4,000 is 600. And 2/20 of 4,000 is 400. Next item is motive power. So that is units consumed. Question അത് തന്നിട്ടുണ്ട്, ഏതിന്റെ ബേസിലാണ് എടുക്കേണ്ടതെന്ന്. So 8:6:6:2:3. So 14 plus 6 20, 22, 25. So 8/25, 6/25, 6/25, 2/25 and 3/25 out of the 2,500. ഈ 2,500നെയാണ് ഇതിൽ അപ്പോർഷൻ ചെയ്യുന്നത്. So അപ്പോർഷൻ ചെയ്യുന്നത് എങ്ങനെയാണ്? 2,500 into 8/25, that is how much? 800. Then 6 by 25 out of 2500 is 600. Another one is also 600. Then 2 by 25 of 2500 it is 200. And the next is 300. Take the total, it will be 2500. Then lighting. Lighting means what? Light points should be there. അതിനനുസരിച്ചുള്ള ഇത് ഐറ്റംസ് ക്വസ്റ്റ്യനകത്ത് തന്നിരിക്കും. So that is the light points. Under the light points, what is that? 2 is to 3 is to 3 is to 1 is to 1. So 5, 8, 9, 10. 2 by 10, 3 by 10, 3 by 10, 1 by 10, and 1 by 10. 400 need to apportion. So out of the 400, 2 by 10 portion is coming to A, 3 by 10 portion is coming to B and C, and 1 by 10 is coming to X and Y out of the 400. So it is how much? 80, 120, 120, then 40 and 40. Understood? Then labor welfare. Labor welfare employees. So number of employees. Employees number 4 is to 3 is to 3 is to 1 is to 1. Isn't it? So 4 plus 3 6, sorry 7, 7 plus 3 10, 10 plus 1 11 plus 1 12. 4 by 12 portion is going to A, 3 by 12 for B and C, and 1 by 12 for X and Y for the amount of 6000. Labor welfare 6000, ആ 6000നെ ഇതില് അപ്പോർഷൻ ചെയ്യുക. So 6000 into 4 by 12, 6000 into 3 by 12, 6000 into 3 by 12, 6000 into 1 by 12 for the last service department. So 4 by 12 portion of 6000, how much it is? 2000. 3 by 12 portion of 6000, so that is 1500 each for B and C, and 500 each for which one? X and Y. Then next depreciation. Depreciation value of a plant or value of asset. ഏത് അസറ്റിന്റെ ആണോ അതിന്റെ വാല്യൂവിന് അനുസരിച്ച്. So how it is to be? 5 is to 3 is to 2 is to 1 is to 1. That is already given in the question. You need to apportion it. അത്രയും ചെയ്യുക അതാണ്. So 8, 10, 11, 12. So 5 by 12 in, out of that A, 3 by 12 for B, 2 by 12 for C, 1 by 12 for which one? X and Y. One by 12 for X and Y. So value of asset is 6000. 6000 into 5 by 12, that is 2500. Then 1500. 1500. Then 1500 and 500. Then comes repairs. Repairs in what way? Same value of the asset. So how much is the amount? 1200. That 1200 based on the value of the asset, that is how much? 500 for A, 300 for B, 200 for which one? C, and X and Y 100 each, because 1 is to 1. 5 by 12, 3 by 12, 2 by 12, 1 by 12, and 1 by 12, because repairs and depreciation on the value of the asset or value of the plant, like that, whatever given in the question. Then general overhead. General overhead based on the direct wages. The direct wages, that is how much? 7 is to 6 is to 5 is to 1 is to 1. So 13, 18, 19, 20. So 7 by 20 going to A, 6 by 20 going to B, 5 by 20 going to C, 1 by 20 going to X and Y out of the 10,000. 10,000 value. So 10,000 into 7 by 20, that is how much? 3,500. 6 by 20 out of 10,000, that is 3,000. And this is 2,000. Okay. Sorry, 2,500. Then out of that is how much? 500, 500 each. See, and then rent and taxes. Rent on the basis of the floor space or floor area. That is also given in the question. 4 is to 3 is to 3 is to 1 is to 1. So 7, 10, 11, 12. 4 by 12 going to A, 3 by 12 going to B and C, and 1 by 12 going to X and Y. So 6,000 to be apportioned. So 6,000 to be apportioned. 6,000 into 4 by 12 for A. How much it is? 2,000. Then for B, it is 1,500 for B and C. 1,500 for B and C, and 500 for X and Y service department. Then take the total. We are getting that. So in this way, we are apportioning the expenses to the production as well as the service department. So the total is 12,580 for the first one, A, production department, 9,520 for the B, production department, 8,220 for the C, production department, and X and Y 27,940 for the expenses for the X department, and 22,840 for the Y department. Total altogether 81,100. So in this way, we are apportioning or reapportioning the overheads from the service department till its last to the production department. So this is the case with regard to the direct distribution method and schedule of reapportioning. This is the case you need to identify or understand. Now it is coming as how much? 27,940, 22,840. Okay. So 12,580 is the which one? Production A department total cost. 9,520 is the B. 8,220 is the which one? C. Then the overhead of X 27,940 to be apportioned among production department, and the overhead of Y department to be apportioned among which one? A, B, and C, production department. So that there will be nothing to apportion. അതായത് ഈ രണ്ട് ഫിഗർ ഈ 27,940 22,840 എന്ത് ചെയ്യുന്നു? പ്രൊഡക്ഷൻ ഡിപ്പാർട്ട്മെന്റ് എ ബി സിയില് അപ്പോർഷൻ ചെയ്യുന്നു. അതാണ് ഡയറക്റ്റ് ഡിസ്ട്രിബ്യൂഷൻ മെത്തേഡ് ഓഫ് റീഅപ്പോർഷൻമെന്റ് ഓഫ് overhead. That we are now going to see that one. ഈ ഫിഗർ ഓക്കെ അത് മാത്രം എന്ത് ചെയ്യുന്നു? അപ്പോർഷൻ ചെയ്യും. So statement of reapportion. അപ്പം ആദ്യം അപ്പോർഷൻ ചെയ്തിട്ട് എന്ത് കിട്ടി? ടോട്ടൽ കിട്ടി. ആ ടോട്ടലിനെ അതിനകത്ത് സർവീസ് ഡിപ്പാർട്ട്മെന്റിന്റെ ടോട്ടലിനെ അപ്പോർഷൻ ചെയ്തു, റീഅപ്പോർഷൻ ചെയ്യുന്നു. എങ്ങോട്ട്? പ്രൊഡക്ഷൻ ഡിപ്പാർട്ട്മെന്റിലേക്ക് റീഅപ്പോർഷൻ ചെയ്യുന്നു. അതാണ് that is statement of reapportionment. Under that, how it is to be production department A, production department B, and production department C. Okay. Here the total, then basis of apportionment, and here the particulars. So, as per the primary distribution, how much it is? Total is, see, 12,580, 9,520, and 8,220. Okay, total is 30,320. So the overheads of X. അപ്പം ഇതെന്താണ്? ഇത് ഇതിൽ നിന്ന് 12,580, 9,520 and 8,220. ഓക്കെ, ഈ എ ബി ആൻഡ് സി ഡിപ്പാർട്ട്മെന്റിന്റെ പ്രൊഡക്ഷൻ ഡിപ്പാർട്ട്മെന്റിന്റെ എക്സ്പെൻസസ് ആണ്. ഇനി എന്താ പറഞ്ഞു നമ്മൾ ചെയ്യാൻ പോകുന്നത് വെച്ചാൽ ഡയറക്ട് ഡിസ്ട്രിബ്യൂഷൻ മെത്തേഡ്. ദ സർവീസ് ഡിപ്പാർട്ട്മെന്റ് കോസ്റ്റ് ഈസ് ടു ബി റീഅപ്പോർഷൻ ടു ദി പ്രൊഡക്ഷൻ ഡിപ്പാർട്ട്മെന്റ്. അപ്പോൾ അവർക്ക് വേറെ കോസ്റ്റ് അവരുടെ നള്ളിഫൈ ആയിരിക്കും. അപ്പൊ -27,940 വരും, -22,840 വരും. കാരണം ആ ഇത് നമ്മൾ എങ്ങോട്ട് അപ്പോർഷൻ ചെയ്തു? ഇറ്റ് ഈസ് ടു ബി റീഅപ്പോർഷൻ ടു വെയർ? അപ്പോർഷൻ ടു ദി പ്രൊഡക്ഷൻ ഡിപ്പാർട്ട്മെന്റ്. സോ ഓവർഹെഡ് ഓഫ് എക്സ് basis ഏതാണ് അത് ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ അത് പറഞ്ഞിട്ടുണ്ട് the ratio is 4:3:3 so 4/10 3/10 and 3/10 of 27,940 it is total is 27,940 that is to be apportioned on 4:3:3 basis that is already given at the last of the question and also direct wages to the production department so the direct wages in the 7:6:5 അത് ഓൾറെഡി ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ ആയിട്ട് തന്നിട്ടുണ്ട് ആ റേഷ്യോയിൽ എടുക്കണം എന്നാ പറഞ്ഞിരിക്കുന്നത് അപ്പം രണ്ടാമത്തെ ഓവർഹെഡ് ഓഫ് വൈ അത് എന്ത് ചെയ്യണം ദാറ്റ് ഈസ് ഓൺ ദി ബേസ് ഓഫ് ദി ഡയറക്റ്റ് വേജസ് ദാറ്റ് ഈസ് 7:6:5 that is how much 22,840 so 27,940 4 is 4/10 3/10 and 3/10 for A B and C and 22,840 7 plus 6 13 plus 5 18 7 by 18 6 by 80 and 5 by 18 of 22,840 we need to apportion re-apportion and there will be no expenses with the service department all to be taken by the production department that is the case with regard to the re-apportionment method direct distribution clear നേരിട്ട് എന്നോട്ട് കൊടുക്കുന്നു to the production department from the service department so that there will be no more expenses with the service department. So 27,940, 4/10, 3/10, 3/10, how it is 11,176 for the first case, 8,382 for the second case, and again for the third 8,382. See 4:3:3 basis. Then 22,840, 7:6:5, how it is to be 8,882 and 6 by 18, 7,613 and finally 6,345 and taking the total. So how it is to be 22,947 then 25,515 and the third 32,638. Take the total of all these that is see 8,100. See the 8,100 this is also 8,100 so that your answer is correct because altogether total of the after the pre-apportioning the same total will come at the end with regard to the altogether department so that we are assuring that you did the correct problem or correct answer with that. So direct material and direct wages of production department A, B, C are direct expenses hence not taken for the departmentalization that is already given to where it is to be in the service department allocated to the service department but the direct material and direct labor of service departments are only in indirect expenses so that it can be taken as overheads അതാണ് നമ്മൾ ഇവിടെ കണ്ടത് സോ ഇവിടെ ചെയ്തത് എന്താണെന്ന് വെച്ചാൽ നമ്മൾ ആദ്യം ചെയ്ത അപ്പോർഷൻമെന്റ് ചെയ്തതിനു ശേഷം ആ സർവീസ് ഡിപ്പാർട്ട്മെന്റിന് വരുന്ന എക്സ്പെൻസസ് എന്താണോ അതിനെ റീഅപ്പോർഷൻ ചെയ്തു ഓൺ ദ ഗിവൺ റേഷ്യോ ഇൻ ദ ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ അതാണ് ഡയറക്റ്റ് ഡിസ്ട്രിബ്യൂഷൻ മെത്തേഡ് നേരിട്ട് എന്ത് ചെയ്യുന്നു ഡിസ്ട്രിബ്യൂട്ട് ചെയ്യുന്നു സോ ക്ലിയർ ദിസ് ഈസ് ദി ഫസ്റ്റ് മെത്തേഡ് ഡയറക്റ്റ് ഡിസ്ട്രിബ്യൂഷൻ മെത്തേഡ് next method is repeated distribution method so direct distribution then under the repeated distribution method the overhead expenses as per primary distribution summary are redistributed to the production department as well as to the service department on equitable basis on an equal basis it is to be distributed to the production as well as the service department usually the basis of reapportionment is given in percentages. Under this method, on apportioning the overhead cost of one service department, some portion of the overhead goes to other service department also. On equitable basis, it should be redistributed. That is the repeated distribution. Okay. Under this method, on apportioning the overhead cost of one service department, some portion of the overhead goes to other service department so that the cost of service departments are repeatedly shared to other service department also till the figure in service department becomes too small or negligible to be shared. അതായത് മൈനസ് ഫിഗർ വരുന്നവരെയോ സീറോ വരുന്നവരെയോ അതിങ്ങനെ എന്ത് ചെയ്തുകൊണ്ടിരിക്കുക ഷെയർഡ് among other production and service department അതാണ് So when it becomes very negligible, the last amount to be shared is distributed only to the production department. മൈനസ് ഫിഗർ ഒക്കെ വരുന്നവരെ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ നെഗ്ലിജിബിൾ വളരെ തുച്ഛമായ 6 രൂപ അങ്ങനെയൊക്കെ ഉണ്ടെങ്കിൽ അതിനെ എങ്ങോട്ടാണ് ഡിസ്ട്രിബ്യൂട്ട് ചെയ്യേണ്ടത്? പ്രൊഡക്ഷൻ ഡിപ്പാർട്ട്മെന്റിന് മാത്രമേ ഡിസ്ട്രിബ്യൂട്ട് ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റുള്ളൂ. അതാണ് റിപ്പീറ്റഡ് ഡിസ്ട്രിബ്യൂഷൻ മെത്തഡ്. From the name itself, again and again it is distributing. So a company having 3 production departments A, B and C and 2 service departments, the boiler house and pump room. The boiler house have to depend on the pump room for the supply of water, and the pump room is dependent on the boiler house for power supply. അങ്ങോട്ടും ഇങ്ങോട്ടും interdependent ആണ് departments. Service department. Then expenses incurred in the production department will be A is 4 lakh, B is 3,50,000 and C is 2,50,000. While expenses of the boiler house is 1,17,000 and the pump room is 1,50,000. That is to be apportioned on the basis of the below thing percentage given. So expenses of the service cost center should be apportioned as expenses of the boiler house 20% for A, 40% for B, 30% for C, and for the boiler house nothing is there. For the pump room it is 10%, so 4, 3, 7 plus 2, 9 plus 1, 10. So 100%, 10% it is boiler house expenses to be shared, and the pump room expenses also to be shared 40, 20, 20, 20. Then, in view of the interdependence of the department, redistribute the expenses using repeated distribution method. Also, calculate the overhead rate per hour if the production department A works for 4,960 hours, B works for 4,800 hours, and C works for 3,600 hours. അപ്പം പ്രൊഡക്ഷൻ ഡിപ്പാർട്ട്മെന്റ്സിന്റെ ഡീറ്റെയിൽസ് തന്നു. പമ്പ് റൂമും ബോയിലർ ഹൗസിന്റെയും എന്താണ് അവർ ചെയ്യുന്ന വർക്ക് എന്നുള്ളതും പറഞ്ഞു. ഒന്നിനെ ഡിപ്പെൻഡ് ചെയ്താണ് ഇരിക്കുന്നത്. അതായത് പമ്പ് റൂമിന് സർവീസ് ബോയിലർ ഹൗസിനെ ഡിപ്പെൻഡ് ചെയ്യണം, ബോയിലർ ഹൗസിന് പമ്പ് റൂമിനെ ഡിപ്പെൻഡ് ചെയ്യണം. അപ്പൊ അതിന്റെ എക്സ്പെൻസസ് അപ്പോർഷൻ ചെയ്യുന്ന വിധമാണ് ഇവിടെ പറഞ്ഞിരിക്കുന്നത്. So we are going to do this one. So statement of reapportionment of what is that? Overhead. So reapportionment of overheads, that is the repeated distribution method. Repeated distribution method. So production departments are there and service departments are there. So what are the production department? A, B and C. And service department, what is that? Boiler house and a pump room. And a pump room. Then particulars is here. So what is given in the question? The total of the overheads. Total of the overheads, that is for A, that is given in the question as here. Look, this one 4 lakh, 3,50,000 and 2,50,000. That is for which one? So total of the overheads, that is 4 lakh for A, 3,50,000 for B, and C is how much? 2,50,000. And the service department, how it is the production? It is given in the question as here. See, 1,17,000 for boiler house, and pump room it is 1,50,000. Then next we need to check what are the expenses to be apportioned. So redistribution of service department expense in the given ratio. അതായത് ഇനി പറയുന്നതാണ് നിങ്ങൾ ശ്രദ്ധിക്കേണ്ടത്. അതായത് ഇവിടെ ഈ രണ്ട് എക്സ്പെൻസസ് അപ് ടു ദ മിനിമം കൊണ്ടുവരിക. അതായത് ബോയിലർ ഹൗസിന്റെ എക്സ്പെൻസിനെ ബാക്കി 1, 2, 3, 4 അതായത് എ, ബി, സി പ്രൊഡക്ഷൻ ഡിപ്പാർട്ട്മെന്റും പമ്പ് റൂമും ഷെയർ ചെയ്യുന്നു. പമ്പ് റൂമിന്റെ എക്സ്പെൻസസിനെ ബോയിലർ ഹൗസും പ്രൊഡക്ഷൻ ഡിപ്പാർട്ട്മെന്റും ഷെയർ ചെയ്യുന്നു. സോ ദാറ്റ് ഈസ് ദ കേസ് ഹിയർ. ലുക്ക്, based on the percentages given. That is expenses of boiler house. So what is the expenses of boiler house? That is 1,70,000 firstly. So expenses of boiler house to be shared among which one? Production department A, B and C and the service department pump room on what basis? 20%, 40%, 30%, and 10%. So 2 is to 4 is to 3 is to 1 എന്നുള്ള റേഷ്യോയില് 2 is to 4 is to 3 is to 1 എന്നുള്ള റേഷ്യോയില് ഈ 1,17,000 എന്ത് ചെയ്യുന്നു? ആദ്യം nullify ആക്കണം. അതാണ്. So that is C. Look, 1,17,000. That 1,17,000 6 plus 3 9 plus 4. So 2 by 10 into 1,17,000 for A. 4 by 10 into 1,17,000 for B. 3 by 10 into 1,17,000 for C. And 1 by 10 into 1,17,000 for pump room. So it is 23,400 for the first case. Then 46,800 for the second case. And 3,500 for the third case. And the balance goes to where? Pump room. 11,700. Next, expenses of then what is coming? Pump room. Expenses of pump room, it is coming. That is how much? 1,50,000. 1,50,000 among A, B, and C and boiler house need to apportion. So not 1,50,000. Take the expenses of this. 1,61,700. 1,61,700 ആണ് എന്ത് ചെയ്യേണ്ടത്? That is to be apportioned on the basis of 4 is to 2 is to 2 is to 2. 4 is to 2 is to 2 is to 2. So 8, 12, 10, 12. 4 by 12, 2 by 12, 2 by 12, 2 by 12. So 161,700 apportion ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ എങ്ങനെ കിട്ടും? 64,680 for the A, 32,340, again 32,340, and again 32,340. Then they take the total, and this is the total. 61,61,700. Then, so again, expenses of boiler house, same ratio, 2 is to 4 is to 3 is to 1. Which one? 32,340. 32,340 എടുക്കുക. അതായത് ഇത് തമ്മിൽ നള്ളിഫൈ ആയി, ഇത് തമ്മിൽ നള്ളിഫൈ. അപ്പം എന്ത് ചെയ്യുന്നു? ഇവിടെ ഒരു ഫിഗർ വരും, ഇതിന്റെ ആ ഫിഗറിനെ ആണ് എടുക്കേണ്ടത്. ഇതിന്റെ ടോട്ടൽ ഇതുമായിട്ട് നള്ളിഫൈ ആയി. സോ അറ്റ് ദ ലാസ്റ്റ് സർവീസ് ഡിപ്പാർട്ട്മെന്റിന്റെ ബാലൻസ് 0 ആകും. ദാറ്റ് ഓൾ ടു ബി അപ്പോർഷൻഡ് among which one? 3 production department. And service department, there will be no cost. All the service department expenses to be apportioned among which one? Production department. Adana repeated distribution method. Again and again it is apportioned until and unless it becomes negligible value. That means what? Negative value. So 2 is to 4 is to 3 is to 1. So 32,340 share by that is 6468. Then how much? 12936. 4 by so 4 by 10, 32,340. Then 3 by 10, how much it is? 9702. And the final value is 3234. Then expenses of which one? Pump room. This is important. Direct distribution and the repeated distribution, these two are important. So pump room in 4 is to 2 is to 2 is to 2. How much? Pump room in 3234. That's the balance. Okay. That 3234 apportioned among A, B, and C and D boiler house. So how much it is? 1293 for the first case. Then 647 for the 3 cases. Okay. So total 3234 തന്നെ കിട്ടും. ഇനി 647 apportion ചെയ്യണം. So expenses of boiler house 2 is to 4 is to 3 is to 1. So that is 647. And 647 1, 2, 3 and 4 ആയിട്ട് apportion ചെയ്യുന്നു. So it is 129. Then 4 ആവുമ്പോൾ 259. Then 3 ആവുമ്പോൾ it is 194. And then finally 65. Okay. അപ്പോൾ എന്തായി? ബോയിലർ ഹൗസിന്റെ ആയി. ഇനി എക്സ്പെൻസസ് ഓഫ് പമ്പ് റൂം again 4 is to 2 is to 2 is to 2. That is how much? 65. ആ 65 എങ്ങനെ എടുക്കും? ആ 65 26, 13, 13, 13 വന്നിരിക്കും. Okay. So see here 150, 1,50,000 plus 11,700, 161. So there is no figure. Here also no figure. Here also no figure. More than is there, nothing is there. So PR, pump room expenses, is going to be nullified. Isn't it? Nothing is there. So only where it is 13. That 13 to be apportioned among where production department A, B, and C, because nothing to be there for putting the expenses in service department. So how it is to be? Among the production department, we need to apportion the 13. That is how much it is to be? Boiler house expenses, that is to be apportioned among which one? Production department A, B, and C without decimal. No decimal comes. എന്നാലേ clear figure കിട്ടുള്ളൂ. അപ്പൊ ഈ 13 എന്ത് ചെയ്യണം? That 13 also to be minus. How it is to be coming? 4:5:4. 4, 5, and 4 to be 9 plus 4, 13. So this is the case with regard to repeated distribution method. And then take the total of this. So how much it is? The total. So see, look here in the screen. Service department boiler house having no value, and what is that? Service department pump room also having no value. Negligible means nullification is there. No value. Okay. Negligible value is there. Nothing is there. Zero is both the cases. So this is 0 and this is 0. And take the total of this. So 4,96,000. First case 4,43,000. And third case 3,28,000. So this is the case with regard to repeated distribution method. And overhead rates, that is to be given in the question. Overhead cost of each production department divided by number of works worked by each department, hours worked by each department. So 4,96,000 divided by 4,960, that is already given in the question, 100 rupees. Then rate of B is 4,43,000 divided by 4,800, 92.929, and overhead rates of C 3,28,000 divided by 3,600, so 91.11. So this is the repeated distribution method. So once again, 1,17,000 are first figure. Adine apportioned among where production department A, B, and C, and pump room expense or pump room service department. Then adine total edutittu adine endu cheyidu so that among A, B, and C production and the boiler house. Appo endu kitti? There is also a balance. That balance of the boiler house to be taken, and also need to share among or apportion among production department A, B, and C, and the pump room, and the other case also boiler house, till there is no figure. There is no figure with regard to this, and until and unless there is a nullification or negligible value is there, service department cost should be apportioned among production department cost, so that there will be no value available for service department. That is the case with regard to repeated distribution. Again and again it is distributed. So today we discussed with you, that is the repeated, what is that? Reapportionment of overhead under the direct distribution method, where it is directly distributed, and the other one is what? The repeated distribution method. Again and again it is reapportionment. So please have a look at today's topics, and please clear if there is any doubt arising, and please see the video after uploading, and please confirm it as and when you are seeing. So if there is any doubt, please clear ASAP, because this is an important area now covering. So that is the apportionment, allocation and apportionment of overheads. One thing is there, and another one is what? Allocation and apportionment of overheads, and what is that? Reapportionment of overhead under the direct distribution method and also repeated distribution methods and more methods we will see in the next class. So thank you for listening.